The moonlight is burning, the beast that is yearning can only be held in the darkness for so long. Swear on the blade, your final rampage. Silver bullets in the answer, baby. So much to give, so much to gain, only moments to live. So take...
Cool. I'm Jack. I sing in the band and I write songs as well. And yeah, Joe.
Yeah, I'm Joe. I play guitar in the band and a little bit of backing vocals here and there. And yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Guys, thanks for joining us tonight.
No worries. Thanks for having
Yes,
us.
mate. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure. So Wolf and Shane only just finished off an East Coast Australian tour with Tapestry, guys. So how'd the shows go?
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, a bunch of people came out to see us. It's, always great. And like Tapestry, those guys are, super amazing live. So it was amazing just to like, yeah, get to see them and sort of like, yeah, just learn off of them a bit as well. And like, it was really cool as well. Melbourne felt like a big step up from when we usually played. Like, I think Melbourne can be a bit like hit or miss for us. We've only played there a few times. But this last show that we played, yeah, we had a great time. There was heaps of people, and yeah, it was a really, really good sort of wrap up to the end of the tour as well. So no, I think we all feel pretty chuffed about it.
Yeah, very cool. The tour was to promote the single "Not Giving Up," which was released back on March of 28. So you obviously played that song live. So how did it go down?
Good. I mean, like, we were on tour with Tapestry and AM PM. So that's, it was a part of that, but it was yeah, obviously we're promoting our single as we're getting out there and we're playing it, but it went down well. I think like we always have a good time playing it, and yeah, like we've worked really hard on that song. It like was a bit of a process getting it to where it was. So I think whenever we play it live, we feel pretty good about it now. We're just sort of like happy that it's like had this journey,
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Lyrically, the track portrays like the dark version of a person as opposed to the lighter side. Like that's very loosely what it's about, guys. But you sort of use werewolves as a metaphor. So can you elaborate on what you've done there? It sounds pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, I like in the lyrics, it's sort of like I guess like I say, like a light metaphor. Like I'm sort of talking to a bit of that imagery and using that as, yeah, sort of a metaphor for some of those, flip switches in personality and things like that. So yeah, I think it's just something that I've always gravitated to, just being into horror movies and sort of gothic aesthetic and things like that. Yeah, and there's a little nod to that in the music video as well, where we have like a wolf character, but it's sort of more based off of things from like The Shining or like Donnie Darko, where you have like these sort of garish looking fur suits, and it's a bit horrific in that sense. But yeah.
Well, I want you to actually take me into the music video a bit deeper, guys, because it's pretty special. It does pay homage to those movies, like you say, but Donnie Darko is probably one of my favorite movies of all time, man. So good on you for recognizing that and chucking it in the video.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, big fan of it. Yeah, and I just love that all that imagery is obviously great. And like we had like access to this theater, the Capri Theater, which is a really cool old theater, and I just thought like, oh, it'd be so cool to like do a video like that and get all these cool sort of like dreary shots. And obviously the video was for Not Giving Up, so like it had a bit of a meaning to it that we could sort of relate to get there. So yeah, we went for it. It was cool.
We had a lot of fun filming some of the shenanigans in there, like filming the kids on the bicycles was a bit hilarious. We got to like put our filmmaker in the back of the car, like putting it through the window, and then we're like driving, doing some slightly dodgy shots there.
Yeah, it's
in
just
the
a good
side
time.
streets at night, but it was really fun.
Fun.
So, yeah, absolutely.
So speaking of imagery, like you guys use a lot of imagery with your music, I guess, and it carries on to your music videos. So is that just coincidence that they go together so well, or in the writing process, do you put yourself in those sort of dark places and write it with a view to being able to maybe do that later on down the track?
Yeah, I think there's it's sort of different per song. Like sometimes you'll get like inspired by an image or something like that, and that might inspire you to write a certain thing, right, in a certain mood. But I think a lot of the time I write with sort of like an intention of like what I want to say, and I guess like the imagery is always going to be some sort of extension of that in one way or another, whether it's a metaphor or it's like yeah, something else. So yeah, I think I'm always very visually conscious with the band. I think that's a really cool element, and I think every great band has some sort of visual extension that yeah, obviously extends it and, promotes the art forward.
And Not Giving Up is your first release for 2024, guys. So is it a standalone song, or is it part of a bigger picture down the track?
It's a standalone song, but like there definitely is a bigger picture down the road. There's lots of things that we're working on at the moment, but yeah, there's definitely something big that we're working towards, and yeah, there should be something soon, hopefully. But yeah,
you're not going to give too much away at all, are you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can't at the moment.
All right,
but keep an ear out.
Cool. Yeah. And Not Giving Up sort of draws strong parallels to music from the 2000s, such as My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco. So, is that a direction you're going to sort of stick to when it comes to writing new music?
I think obviously, like, we're always like, we've been inspired by those things, and like that's stuff that we grew up on, and like that's always going to have some sort of effect on us. But I think what we're working on next is definitely something quite different, and I think we really want to push ourselves and make sure that we're growing as a band and maturing, and really making sure that we're trying to do something different, and yeah, just make something special. So I would just say, if you're going to expect anything from us next, it'd be expect something different. Yeah.
Very cool. So you released your debut EP, An Honest Mistake, back in 2020. So it's only 4 years ago, guys, but you've had a few songs out since then. So how would you say that your music sort of changed and grown over that period of time?
Yeah, like I said, we sort of just have been pushing ourselves to work with different people as well, and just sort of really working on songwriting and figuring out what is our sound, what our influences are exactly, and what we want to bring to the table. And obviously when there's like a bunch of people involved, that you have to sort of go through the process and figure that out. So there was obviously there's a development with the sound, and I think that's a great thing that you can see in bands. There's like this growth and this change, and see that it can start here somewhere small and grow to something large. But I think
that's been the most like important factor in like our musical development. I think has been like doing the first EP, second EP, kind of working mostly on our own and like trying to develop our stuff there. But then with the last few singles, we've been working with some other people, and that's been like even like a year before that was like working with someone to just write songs together, and that was such a challenging and rewarding experience, because it's like relinquishing a bit of control to like try out all these ideas that someone has like come from a whole different background to like give to you. But it's been really rewarding, because like after the like awkward bickering stages, you get to like a really cool product at the end. Yeah.
So along those lines, guys, like, would you say that, because you guys are still a relatively young band, like, would you say that Wolf and Chain have found your own distinct sound yet, or are you still experimenting and finding your musical identity in a sense?
I think we're close. Like, I feel like the thing is, with all of that, we really want to sort of spend this next period of time really honing in what that is. And I think the next thing that we put out will be more definitively us than anything thus far. So yeah, I think that's sort of the goal for the moment, and I just think that's just going to be a really exciting thing to see, and I'm excited for the future.
Very cool. And now I know you've just come off for runner shows, but I believe you've got something happening this Friday, which means I'm going to have to rush and get this printed up before the weekend.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This Friday we're opening for Ocean Sleeper, Little Lotus, and Deficit at Lion Arts Factory, and that one has sold out. So yes, very excited for that. That's going to be a freaking sick show.
Guys. Well, congratulations. Sounds like you're kicking some major goals, guys. So I look forward to hearing what you come up with in the future. But in the meantime, take care and keep having fun.
The moonlight is burning, the B-side is yearning, can only be held in the darkness for so long. Swear on the blade, your final rampage. Super bullets in the answer, baby. So much to give, so much to gain, only moments to live, so take it back to the light and crusade will take you away. Oh, please just hold on. Oh, please and shrieking, guts will be leaking, tears are so fleeting, and red is for bleeding. Taste of the waste, taste of decay, silver bullets are the answer, baby. So much to give, so much to gain, only moments to live, so take it back to me. Like and say, we'll take you away. Please just hold on. Oh, please just hold on. Giving up now. Don't know we can make it through. If we stay in my arms, we won't be under. Giving up now. So don't get apart or two. If we stay in my arms, we'll be. I know it ain't easy. I know it gets hard. I know in the end we fall apart. I know it ain't easy. I know it gets hard. I know in the end we fall apart. I know it ain't easy. I know it gets hard. I know in the end we fall apart. I'm not giving up on you. Don't go, we can make it through. If you stay in my arms, we won't be yours.